Greetings, folks. This is Clarence Anthony Mason from clarenceamason.com. I'm a relationship coach. I'm a public speaker. I'm an author. I'm just an old dude that pays attention. That's what I do. And I try to sometimes, explain what I see, what I feel, and what I understand. I've been around 71 years now. A lot of everything I've experienced, seeing the witnesses. But man, recently, this COVID, this fear, this pandemic, it's really an epidemic of mental illness because we're so scared because we believe in the authorities. We believe in science. You keep saying believe the science and believe the authorities. And the government says and government approved and regulated as if that's supposed to mean something. Folks, liberalism is a mental illness. So to let liberals be in charge of your government means that you're going to be led by mentally ill people. Liberalism makes a lot of sense as long as you don't think about it. If you think about it, it's going to be a problem because you cannot think rationally and believe anything liberals say or believe. You cannot act rationally on any liberal idea because it doesn't make sense if you think about it. So now we're being told that a third corona vaccine may be necessary. A third round. So they got us wearing masks and the vaccine. So the vaccine is not curing you. The vaccine apparently keeps you at risk. The first vaccine doesn't be strong enough. The second vaccine doesn't seem to be effective enough. And the third vaccine may be necessary. So who benefits from the vaccine? Let's see. The pharmaceutical companies who give a lot of money to campaigns, they benefit. The doctors who give them out benefit. But gee, folks, they got a disease, they got an illness that you are 99% self-curing, and they want you to take a vaccine for the third time that they haven't even tested on animals yet. It seems like we are the animal test. We're testing for the animals. So why would you take a vaccine when you still have to wear a mask? What's the purpose of the vaccine? To keep you from getting it? Then why do you need a mask? Why are you afraid of the next person next to you who doesn't have a mask if you had your 1 or 2 shots already? Doesn't make sense because you're not supposed to think. Masks are mandatory. Vaccines will be mandatory pretty soon. You can get your vaccine COVID passport to travel and to trade and to give certain things. You have to be able to have a government approval for travel. The Constitution says we are free to travel and free in our papers, but it doesn't matter because we don't read that either. They didn't tell us that. I didn't hear it on CNN. I didn't hear it in the news, Mason. So what? We don't have no constitutional freedom. So I just want you to think about something for a second. When you are diagnosed with the coronavirus, and folks, I know, please do not write me and tell me about your cousin that died of COVID. Unless you're going to tell me about your sister that died of a flu last year or something else. Because we all die of everything. So because you got somebody in your family that died of, I'm sorry for it, but that's not evidence that this thing is dangerous. But when you are diagnosed with the coronavirus, they send you home. The solution is for you to go home and self-quarantine for 10 days. Not saying 14 days. Okay, let's say a month. Whatever you want to say. But they give you no medication. They give you no medication. And they don't restrict you from staying home with other family members. Stay home with your cousin, your mama, your husband, your wife. Stay home, but stay home for 10 days. And what happens after 10 days? You're cured. Without any medication, you just staying away from people. That makes you cured? No. Your body cures it. Folks, you have the cure for the coronavirus in you already. That's why they send you home. I know a case where a young lady's daughter, 34-year-old daughter, contracted coronavirus, and so her and her daughter went to her mother's home. So the mother has the daughter and granddaughter in the home. After 10 days, the mother recovered. Then the daughter contracted the illness from mother, probably. The little 13, 14-year-old girl stayed home for 10 days and played games and relaxed a little bit, and her body healed it. The mother never caught it. The grandmother never caught it. 3 females in the home, all under 65, and all of them one, never contracted, and two, recovered with no medication, folks. If there's no medication, that means your butt cures it. Don't you understand? God has already cured the coronavirus in you, just like He's cured the common cold. Every year you catch the cold, it tries to kill you. It doesn't, because your God in heaven has given you the quality to kill them. There are no cures for no virus. No virus has ever been cured. You got flu shots to make the symptoms better, but they don't cure nothing. You got cold medication, you take the drugs that make your sniffling stop. They ain't curing no cold. Let's stop playing this game, folks. They got us now it's 10 feet apart. What the heck? What 10 feet apart can do at a grocery store? People walking by every day, all day long. They touching everything around. They breathe on everything in the place. Airport pretty close today. Man, that's a military plane flying over. Interesting. They tell us 10 feet apart, so now we're arguing with somebody because they're not 6 feet from us. We're in the elevators arguing with people, now grown people, about wearing a mask, don't wear a mask. If you think about it, it makes no sense. That means it's nonsense. Our churches can't worship. They're telling church people that your church, your God, is not essential. And we say, okay. They're telling you that you got a sanctuary that holds 1,000 people. They're telling you you're going to get 50 in there at a time because the government regulator says so. I'm out here now, my new location. I'm having fun trying to find a church home. I haven't found a church yet because I can't find one not afraid of the government. I'm not going to sit on the pastor that's afraid of the government. Until you're behind, you can't have 10 people in your church. Until you're behind, you can't do no hugging. You can't do no praising. You can't do no shouting. What kind of church you have? Who you worshiping? Who you following? So when I find a church that ain't afraid, I'm going to join that church. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, these dudes want to do telemarketing. Watch it on Zoom. I may watch it on Zoom, but why do I need to be here? I can watch it on Zoom from where I came from. I want to talk to the pastor. I want to go to Bible studies. I want to join the choir. I want to participate in worshiping my God. I have not found a church yet that's not afraid of Baal, the government. But most of these people out in the business don't care, folks. You go into these stores, they don't care for wearing masks. They got a big old sign, mask required, and they got underneath it, government. You walk in the store, no one cares. Every employee got a mask on because they're required by their boss, but no one cares about you wearing a mask. We all know after a year of this crap that it's crap. We know it. We know it. So it's not going to stop, folks, until we get enough. It's not going to stop until we get enough. It'll be 10 shots pretty soon. What you going to do then? It's going to be 10 shots. They're going to tell you, but you can't get on the plane this summer to go see your uncle get married because you don't have the right number of government-approved shots. Meantime, they're recalling these doggone virus shots. They're recalling it. They're retesting them because they got problems with them. Folks, we are Americans, and we're humans. There is no cure for the cold or any flu out here. Stop being played. This is Mason. Stay right or be left. Eternity is a long time to be wrong. If you know a church in the Fort Worth area that's not afraid of the gospel, email me, ClarenceAMason@ClarenceAMason.com, so I can find me a church home for my family. God bless you guys. Stay right or be left. God bless you.